Okay, hey y'all. This is my pregnancy vlog for 25 weeks, I believe. I can't call it. Time's going so fast. 25 weeks. I'm gonna start off with this. I will have a video showing the color, my color transformation. I'll have a video showing how I did my hair, and yeah, that's it. I did a purse haul as well, so you'll see that video. So it's got like 3 videos with, it's gonna be 2 videos with me looking like this. 3 actually, and 1 with me looking a little rough on transition to this. So this vlog will include more stuff than last time because I've thought of more stuff, I guess. The baby's movement. I always forget about that. She moves so much. Like my other 2, they move. They, no, the first one, my first son, 5 years, my 5-year-old, he moved a lot. I thought he moved a lot. The second one, he was a little lazy, little baby in there, but now he is not. So this one, she is way more hyperactive in there. I don't know what she's doing. All day, every day. It's like, I mean, she moves quite a bit. That's the one thing I always forget to mention. It's been a couple weeks now. It's been about a good month and a half. It's been about a good 6 weeks she's been moving, but I always forget that for some reason. But weight gain, again, I don't know what I weighed this week. Hopefully I stayed at 189, which is what I was at last week. And I know I just divulged my weight, but I just don't want to get no bigger. That's just something I'm going to try to work on. I'm trying to stay a little healthier with my eating. It wasn't bad, but you can always do better, and that's just it. Last week I had my glucose test, and they ran all the other tests, and so they've told me I've had low iron, which is what happened with my second son, which my iron never really got back to normal because in between the pregnancies, they still wanted me to take iron pills. I'm supposed to do that, and I should do that. It's just that the iron, it upsets my stomach so bad. Like the very first time I took that iron, I was stuck in the bed. Like I couldn't go to class. I couldn't do anything. I was throwing up, and it was horrible. I would never wish that on anybody. And then being pregnant and feeling that way already and having it to the extreme. So I'm going to try and do better this time with the iron. Maybe half it, or I don't know. I got to find a way that it doesn't make me feel worse. So that's that. My glucose, everything is fine. So all the tests that I've had have turned out pretty good, which I figured the iron was going to be a problem because it was last time. But okay. But yeah, all my tests have come back normal. Everything's fine. My health, the baby's health, my skin is doing much better because I was having a little bit of a breakout issue. Not at the beginning, more in the middle, but now for the past maybe 2-3 weeks, it's been pretty clear. So that's another reason I hadn't really been doing makeup, because I didn't want it to really agitate it or make it worse. I was trying to stay real simple. Like today, my makeup I have on today, I have no foundation on. I don't have anything on. I have just a little bit of blush. That's the only thing that's on my face, and just a little concealer. But I don't have any foundation anywhere. I don't know how, you probably can't see it, it's clear. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. Feeling much better, because I did have a little slump where I just wasn't feeling as pretty as I guess I should, or as pretty as I could, or, just up to it, more oomph in my inner self. This transition during my pregnancy is really tough. This pregnancy I've had the most difficulty with everything. Oh, somebody's arguing, sorry. But my my transitioning skills, it's not that I can't, it's just that it takes much more out of me. Like waiting on our home and the stress of getting our home and the stuff they want from us and the stuff we got to do without them, and my son, him being in a transition, he's acting out, and that alone is just a lot, because he's 5 and you could tell him and he understand that we're moving, but he still don't understand why he feel how he feel. You know, he don't know how to say how he feel. So that right there is so stressing. And then the fact that I'm the at-home parent, so that's mainly my, you know, my task is tough. And so I don't want to be too hard on them, but then I don't want to be too lenient. So that's a lot. And to still try and work in my school, it's crazy. And then because the house we're staying in, they kind of doing a little construction here and there, you know, it's tough to have a little 1-year-old in here because he picks up everything, puts it in his mouth. He wants to crawl everywhere. He wants to touch everything. So trying to keep him safe is a whole nother thing. So, you know, I let him go spend some time with my mom. That way, because that stresses me the most is someone being hurt. One of my babies being hurt by something, and then because I'd have to leave and go to school, I'm really stressed when I have to leave, because you know people watch your baby, but it's just when you're not the one watching your baby get hurt, you feel like I should have been there. People that have babies or have children or just, you know, understand, I would hope, I would think. But so like there's many things that add on to this, and yeah, so that's the transition, that part that is, you know, doing that, making that little stressor for me. And then it's the fact that I can't get comfortable when I sleep. I still go to sleep extremely late. I'm sleeping after 12. I normally go to sleep around 2 o'clock. I really should be going to sleep earlier because I have to get up and take my son or get him ready for my husband to take him. Either way, I need to be ready in the morning. But what's funny is I wake up in the morning at 6, 7 o'clock and I'm up. But then around 9 o'clock, I am sleepy as a dog. Oh, hold on, phone's ringing. Sorry. Okay, sorry again. A lot of interruptions this time. But yeah, my sleeping, I need to get it down. But the thing is, I can't get comfortable. So uncomfortable. Laying on my back hurts my hips and pelvis. Laying on my side, laying on my back with a little tilt hurts my pelvis. Sitting up hurts my pelvis. Laying on my stomach like a frog, you know how babies sleep with their butt in the air? Won't happen. Laying on my stomach to the side with my leg, you know, you raise one leg straight and one is bent. Try to put a pillow under it, don't work. So, I mean, I've been trying it, but there's times that I already hurt, so I'll be like, I'll just have to hurt, even just for like 10 minutes of laying that way. Shoot, it hurts to get in the position to lay that way, which is really frustrating. So, being uncomfortable, going through this transition that we're going through to get our home, and it is all just a big ball of mess. But I am proud of me because I'm not crying. I'm proud of me because I'm not screaming, and I'm proud of me because I ain't trying to fight nobody. So I'm very proud of how I'm dealing with it, but I just don't want to feel this way anymore because it's very draining. And I want to make my videos. I'm having so many ideas, and ooh, let me do this, but my lighting isn't the same, so I get frustrated. And then I can't make a video outside. That's the only place I'm gonna get some good lighting in here. And the things, I like to make my videos when I'm alone, and that's like when we were in our apartment before. It was I just loved it, my whole time, because it was my time. My son was at school, my littlest want to be asleep, and my husband at work, so there was no noise, no interruptions, unless the baby woke up. But now it's a house full of grown folks, so they run around making noise. Hey, give me this. Hey, what is that? You know. And then I know they look at me when I come on with makeup on. They look at me like, where you going? I'm like, I'm just going to the kitchen. Like, I don't always put makeup on to go out the house. Sometimes I put it on and I stay in the house all day. I'll take a picture of it, send it to my husband, and be like, this is what I look like today. And that'll be it. So, to me, it's fun and it's a hobby. But it gets interrupted. But, oh, another problem I'm having is breathing. Because I do have asthma. So, and I think because the house here is, you know, getting a little work done, it might be messing with my asthma. Not that I've had an asthma attack, but I'm definitely having more problems breathing. And then the fact that I know my body has more weight than I should have. You know, my body, my average weight is about 150 is what I should be. For me personally. Not what nobody say, but what I know is comfortable for my body and the way I look. And I look healthy, you know what I'm saying? 150. So I'm like 30 pounds, 40 pounds over that now because I've had back-to-back pregnancy. I got some, and I got, you know, got pregnant and I couldn't lose all of it yet. So I was working on it. Then I got pregnant again, and so it just heightened my number, but I went back down to the, you know, my median number, which was about 170. So since my first son, I've been about 20 pounds over, but it didn't look that bad. So now I'm getting a little too far up there. Now like 190. That's an additional 40 pounds on my frame, and my lungs already had enough trying to make my smaller frame work. So if I breathe a lot or I sigh a lot, it's because I'm really trying to breathe. And it's even if I'm sitting straight up, I have a little bit of a difficulty. And I grunt. So my husband's like, "You always grunting." To move, to shift myself, it's a lot. And then I end up having to sit still and, you know, take some breath to get myself centered. Or whatever you want to call it. But just, you know, normal. So that is all for this pregnancy vlog. But my littlest one is at my mom's house in North Carolina. He's been there for about a week and a half, and I'm missing him so much, more than I normally do. Not to be mean, but there's times this doggone phone. You know, most of the time I'm like, oh yes, a break. This time I really didn't feel like I needed a break. I just sent him because of our situation right now. So I just really miss him. But I'll be seeing him in a few days, so I'll be alright. And my son, my 5-year-old, is always like, when my brother coming home? Why he at Big Mama house? Why my brother can't come home? So I gotta answer him why his brother ain't home all the time. And my husband's like, when the baby coming back? So everybody in the house like, okay, so when is Chunk coming back? He'll be back in a few days. I guarantee it. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions, because sometimes I don't know exactly what people want to know either. I just tell you what I feel. But if you all have anything that you want to know, ask me and I shall answer. Unless I feel it's too personal. But most stuff I don't really feel is that personal. Because I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, bye.